But one more time, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let's get ready to welcome our very first angler from North Carolina, Hank Cherry. Hank Cherry, of course, the reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion. Kicked off the weigh-in with fireworks yesterday and going to do it again here today. Had 38-1 to start the day. Looking for a 7-11 to take the lead. 19 pounds, 12 ounces with 57 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into first place once again, 2 days in a row. Starts off the weigh-in with a bang. Hank, unfortunately, didn't get to see you on live today. You were out of signal, but the good news is came back with a load, and good news is you might be fishing tomorrow by the looks of things.
You know, I hope so. I lost two today, but that just happens when you're crankbait fishing, and Tennessee River's been good to me. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I can't explain why they're where they are. I have no idea, but they are really on one rock. And when I fire them up, I catch them cast after cast after cast, and then they stop, and I keep making the same cast. I move around a little bit, try and hit the same stupid rock, and they just keep coming back. I just hope there's 5 more big stupid ones tomorrow. I don't know. Thank you for coming out. This is incredible.
Whatever it takes, we look forward to seeing it all go down. Let's bring out an 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Bill Lowen started today with 45 pounds even. He's got 5 fish here today. Looking for 12-14 to take the lead. 5 all alive. 17 pounds, 10 ounces with 62 pounds. 10 ounces. Dollar Bill is back in the lead where he sat most of the day on Bass Live. Bill Lowen, 5 fish away from his very first Bassmaster Elite Series event, man, and I know you have wanted this for a long, long time, and I've been easy on you this week, Bill, because I have not, but I got to tell you, at this point, man, you're 5 fish away from this, and I'm watching you fish, and I'm like, please, fish gods, make this be his time.
You know, it's been fun. It's been a long time coming for sure. You need to stop or you're going to make me get all choked up here. I am fishing in my comfort zone. It's been fun out there all week, regardless of what happens. It's been a blast up till now. Got to thank everyone out here in this crowd for coming. Without you all, this wouldn't be possible, you know. And once again, every time that I fish on a Saturday or the third day, which today would be Monday, I pick a kid out of the crowd to get a Bassmaster membership. And right there, buddy, you're going to get a Bassmaster membership. All right, you see my wife. You see my wife right there, and give her your information. You know, when I was his age, all I wanted to do was stand on this stage and be a professional angler and fish the Bassmaster Classic. And Bassmaster Magazine will help you do that. So, yeah, I look forward to getting back out there in that Express and that Yamaha tomorrow. Big thanks to everybody that makes it possible for me to be up here. Big possible to my support crew and all my fans. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Let's hear it for Dollar Bill Lowen, your tournament leader. Did not answer my question whatsoever, but we'll see him back here tomorrow. A young rookie from Alabama. Get loud for Josh Streisner. A great start to his rookie campaign. Started the day with 34 pounds and 13 ounces. 5 fish here today. 15 pounds, 8 ounces with 50 pounds, 5 ounces. Josh Streisner moves into third place currently. So, man, another great event here this week. But when I talk to you backstage, you know, you're kind of like, same as yesterday. You know, I guess knowing this fishery, you understand, I mean, what can really happen here.
Yeah, I just I wasn't on the right pattern. I'd flipped all week, and I just don't think that's the deal, at least the area that I was in. But I caught a ton of fish this week. I caught everything that I weighed in on Reaction Innovations Original Sweet Beaver, and I think I caught probably around 50 fish the last few days. So it's been fun, and I want to thank my family and friends for cheering me on and backing me, and thank everybody here for coming out and enjoying the show.
Great job. We'll see how it all works out. Our next angler, a two-time Bassmaster winner from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 34 pounds and an ounce to start the day. 5 fish here today. Let's get him inside that top 10. Looking for 4-4 to get in the 10. 15 pounds, 11 ounces in fourth place inside the top 10, currently with 49 pounds and 12 ounces. And Seth Fighter continues his assault on our Angler of the Year leaderboard. A great start to the season. Seth, man, this season running pretty smooth for you. You're sitting in your great spot in our Angler of the Year race, and you have to be feeling pretty good at this point of the season because in the past, this has been your toughest section.
Yeah, it's a long season. Way too early to start thinking about that, but just got to catch them every time you go out and worry about that at the last one. But we still got some speed bumps along the way, but looking forward to it. Had a great week here. This might be my favorite lake on the Tennessee River. First time I've ever been here, but amazing fishery, super fat fish. Everything's really healthy here. I'd really like to come back sometime.
Always great to have you here. Let's hear it for Seth Fighter and see how he all ends up. Hopefully he's in the top 10. Our next angler from Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. 33 pounds and 13 ounces started today. He's got a good bag of fish here today. 5 fish all alive, 18 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into third place with 52 pounds, 8 ounces. Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Del Rio, Texas accomplished something that many probably thought was impossible. Won an entire Costa Division and the championship. So, Ray, a great tournament. No matter what way this works out, you're sitting in third place and got to be happy. This one, when you look at the list of pre-tournament favorites that didn't make it to today, you got to be happy to be here.
Yeah, it's I came here prepared to fish grass, and I left half my rock crankbaits and all that stuff at home, and I just kind of scrounged around and put some stuff together. And I throwing a big Strike King 4.0, just hard thumping bait, just getting behind some current breaks, and I got one spot and I catch 5 to 7 fish on it every morning, and then I kind of grind out the rest of the day. But if y'all are looking for a rod for like cranking, moving baits, big spinner baits, big crank baits, big swim baits, that Power Tackle, the 103, man, that is the deal. I hadn't lost a fish all week, and that and the owner hooks on the back of that bait. But I want to give a shout out to the United States Border Patrol. They got their hands full down there. And we started that catch and release deal with this bass fishing. Well, those people up in Washington, they implemented it as their immigration policy now. So I don't know. It's something down there, but hopefully they'll get it straightened out one day. And I want to thank Greg Klepper and his wife Brenda for supporting me this year. And that Skeeter boat really likes this Tennessee River, man. We go up and down it. The last 2 tournaments, it's been unreal. Thank y'all.
That big bass, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day, so congrats. Let's bring out a former Bass Pro. Shouts to Bassmaster Open winner, a 2-time Classic qualifier from Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Every day is doomsday for David Mullins. 35 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 4.3 to get inside the cut currently. Not a problem. 16 pounds, 15 ounces in fourth place currently with 52 pounds and 3 ounces. 52.3 sitting in fourth place. So a good one, Mullins. I mean, you look at this tournament, this was not an easy tournament, and the crazy thing is, coming out of the original pre-fish, I think a lot of anglers really thought this was going to be one of the, I heard anglers say things like 14 pounds a day just to finish last place at this tournament. Well, it still turned out to be a great event, but changed a lot.
It did change a lot. It grouped a lot of them up, which helped out. It seems like when you got a bite, you could get several bites around that area. And like I said, the first day, I didn't catch anything in this tournament the way I was going to catch them, before all the rain and the current. So it's, like I said yesterday, this place puts a lot of pressure on you because you got to bring it every day and you can't lose any fish. And normally you'd be happy with a 16-pound bag, but out here, this good fishery, it's not as good. But happy with the finish, and I hope to be in Mount Carmel by like 11 o'clock tonight.
Always great to have you here. Look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Let's bring out an Elite Series champion from Chickamauga, Georgia, Buddy Gross. Buddy Gross started the day with 40 pounds and 3 ounces, a 5-fish limit to give us here today. 16 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into third place with 56 pounds, 13 ounces. 56-13, and Buddy Gross inside our top 10 once again in third place. So sitting in third place, and Buddy, we kind of talked about it on the dock this morning, and I hate to bring it up, but it's kind of my job. This tournament really, you're having a great event, but if it wasn't for a few key missed fish or lost fish inside of the boat, you might be walking away with this deal.
Yeah, I had some good bites early in the week. My place is kind of fizzed out, so I'm having to run a lot of new water, but everywhere I run today, I think I found 3 new places I feel good about. Just depends on what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but I think we got a good chance. I took that bullet from one end to the other and back, and my Mercury's still got plenty of fuel left, so we'll make it tomorrow and see what happens.
Looking forward to watching it go down on Bass Live. Let's bring out the first Canadian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. 33 pounds and 8 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish here today. Looking for 7-9 to get inside the cut currently. 16 pounds, 11 ounces in there in 7th place currently with 50 pounds and 3 ounces. One of 3 of our Canadians on the Bassmaster Elite Series. The Crazy Canucks representing week after week. 2 of them inside the top 50 this week, and both of them with the same last name. And Chris, a good tournament no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah, I had fun. I was consistent. Just never got a big bite out there all week, but this place is fun. It's got some giants. Caught a few of them in practice, and fortunately this will probably be my last day of fishing it for this year, and hopefully we get to come back next year. But yeah, it was a great turnout, great crowd, and had fun.
Always great to have you here. Congrats on a great finish. From one Johnston to another, a 4-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. Had 33 pounds, 12 ounces, needs 7.6 for the cut. Look out, 5 fish all alive. 25 pounds, 5 ounces. 25-5, and with 59 pounds and an ounce, Corey Johnston moves into 2nd place currently. Gonna weigh that fish for Phoenix Boats, a big bass. 5.2 for the day, 7.11 for the tournament, obviously. 7 pounds, 2 ounces, a brand new Phoenix Boats big bass for the day. And with 25 pounds, 5 ounces, our biggest bag of the day and second biggest bag of the tournament, I believe. And for the 2nd tournament in a row, we got a Canadian shooting it out for the title.
Yeah, you know what? It was a special day today. It's, I caught probably 15 fish and got lucky with a few nice ones. And I happened real early, and I ran around, looked for some new stuff, and ended up catching a few other big fish that helped. So I'm hoping I can sneak in there tomorrow and get lucky.
Going to be awesome to watch. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Johnston, a 6-time Toyota Series champion from Maryland, Brian Schmidt. 36 pounds and 12 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that. Another big bag of fish here today. 20 pounds, 3 ounces. Once again, the Schmidt delivers in 4th place with 56 pounds and 15 ounces. Brian sitting in 4th place in this tournament, and whenever you can drop a 20 sack on the scales on day number 3, things are going right.
Things are going right. Things are clicking. You know, day one, my boat was sitting on top of these fish. I was throwing to the bank. I got a bite very early day one, right on the bank, and it kept me on the bank all day. And then late day one, I backed off, and I realized that these fish were still where they kind of were in practice. And the last 2 days, I've gotten some really good bites. Today, I could have had a bag like Corey, believe it or not. I lost some really big fish this morning. I sure would like to go tomorrow.
Love to see it go down. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in, but congrats on another great finish here in the Bassmaster Elite Series. A Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open winner from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. Got to watch Chad Pipkins on Bass Live put on a show. He put on a show in the water, about to put on a show on the scales. Needs 10.5 to get in the cut. 5 fish, 23 pounds, 3 ounces, a brand new leader. With 62 pounds, 10 ounces, Chad Pipkins slides in there and is in a 2-way tie with Bill Lowen. 62 pounds, 10 ounces, and 2 guys who have desperately searched for their first Elite Series title are at this point going out on Championship Sunday tied for first place. And man, they write movies about stories like this.
I hope it's a good ending, Dave. I do. And it's going to be a good ending regardless, because this place is so healthy. And I said it, I've been saying it all week, like it's so close to busting loose. I only caught 6 fish today. And, you know, it looks so great on paper with 23 pounds, but you don't get a bite for 2 or 3 hours. And tomorrow we got some weather coming in, and it could happen. And I'm jacked up to get out there and see what happens. And thank you guys for coming out. And it's gonna be a show. Anybody in the top 10 can win, because somebody's gonna crack 25 to 30 pounds tomorrow. I want it to be me.
Before you leave the stage, I got to ask you if you're nervous. Just not just for your performance, but really, we've seen it on live several times this week. Your performance peaks on your good luck charm, your little Moshi, Brandon Polinick, rolling up right beside you. I mean, every time he comes near you, you catch a giant fish. Are you nervous that he will not make this cut? Because if he's not out there tomorrow, what happens?
Well, the question is he allowed to drive a camera boat out so they can film a little bit? And then he can just sit by me all day, and I will jack them up. Lisa?
We'll have to find out. Let's see how it all shakes out. Let's hear it for your co-leader, trying to hunt down his first Elite Series title. Let's bring out a Bass Nation national champion that took the title right here from Wisconsin, Pat Schlopper. Pat Schlopper started today with 35 pounds at 9 ounces. 3 fish to add to that here today. 7 pounds, 5 ounces. You move into 13th place. So going to finish this one with another good payday. And you got to be happy this body of water's been pretty good to you.
Yeah, I really like fishing down here. I like the town. Today my trolling motor was done at 11 o'clock. I came in and switched the battery out. Went back out, and it lasted about 30 seconds. So I had sat outside the marina for the last, since noon, and I got 1 out there. So I would have had 2. So it's just one of them days. Wasn't happening in the morning, and then all that started going on, and it's hard to overcome that when you're fishing the current like I was fishing. You can't do it without a trolling motor.
Well, you did great despite the troubles. Congrats on another great finish. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Fayetteville, Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. 36 pounds and 8 ounces as of this morning. Needs 13.11 to get inside the cut. Currently 5 fish all alive. 17 pounds, 11 ounces. Inside the top 10 currently in 7th place with 54 pounds and 3 ounces. Digging deep in that Berkeley weighing bag. Give me a little love for Tennessee's Brandon Lester. So Brandon inside the top 10 right now in 7th place. So I know you're not super comfortable. I mean, we got a bunch more anglers left to go. But, man, no matter what way it shakes out, I'd love to have you tomorrow. But regardless, a great finish again this week.
Yeah, it is. I'd love to go again tomorrow. You know, the last few Tennessee River tournaments have really not been so great for me. So it feels good to get a little bit of redemption this week. Caught some cranking, I caught some chatterbaiting, I caught some flipping. So I was catching a lot of fish. I never did catch any big giant ones. I finally got about a 5-pounder today. So feel a little better about it. But it's all good no matter how it shakes out. Want to thank my sponsors and want to thank my family for coming this week. I appreciate all the support. I'll see y'all at the next one.
Congrats on a great finish. From Raceland, Louisiana, Tyler Ravat. Had 37 pounds, 11 ounces, 5 fish here today, and 5 good ones. Needs 12-10 to get in the cut, 25 pounds even to take the lead. 5 fish all alive, 21 pounds even. He moves into 4th place, just 4 pounds short of the overall lead with 58 pounds, 11 ounces. Tyler Ravet inside our top 10 in 4th place currently. Get loud. $58 pounds, 11 ounces, sitting in 4th place, and but the fish are barely. I mean, it's not often a fish jumps out one side of the tank and then back out the other, but it's pretty excited for you, it seems.
That's them Phoenix live wells. Just saying. I kept my aerators on all day, so it works. I'm just so blessed. It started out so great this morning, and it slacked off a while, and I just know I needed one more fish. I was at 19 pounds. I needed 21. I said 21 is the magic number. So I just stayed at it all day. I probably went to 5 or 6 different spots. I couldn't get no bites. And I went back to that spot about 1 o'clock, and it was lights out. And I think I figured out something else. So hopefully I can make it to tomorrow. I think that's enough, I hope. But if not, this was a great week. I want to thank walk-ons, my mom and stepdad for coming up here. My biggest fans. It's awesome. Everybody at home supporting me. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. All my sponsors again, Excite, Six Skill, Power Pole. Hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow because I think I like this place now.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats on a great tournament. He's a 2-time Bassmaster Open winner, an Elite Series champion, a Bassmaster Century Club winner, and also our leader in Angler of the Year right now from South Carolina, Patrick Walters. 34 pounds, 13 ounces start today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 21 pounds, 3 ounces, and he moves into 8th place with 56 pounds even. This young superstar, remember the Bassmaster Century Club set the record last year for the biggest margin of victory in Bassmaster history. And as if all that wasn't enough, you are leading Angler of the Year. And man, if you've done enough to get in there tomorrow can be a key day in that race. Life is good for you.
Life is pretty good right now. Today was an amazing day. I went out there, had fun. I knew I had to catch him. My back was against the wall because mainly I didn't want to pack my camper up today and go home. You know, I wanted to stay one more night because I'm telling you, I love this lake. Something about Pickwick, something about here in Florence, Alabama, it feels like home. And I caught an absolute ton of fish. I caught over 35 fish today. It was a hard time culling because every single one of those are cookie cutters. And I don't know if y'all been in a Falcon bass boat, but I'm telling you, that sucker catches them. But big shout out to my wife and family back home, my grandma, my parents, Yamaha, the guys at home, Phantom Outdoors, God, I hope I go fishing tomorrow. We'll see, though. It's going to be close. Let's go put it on the trailer.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. From Gonzales, Louisiana, give me a little love for Robbie Latusso. A former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open winner. Took that back in 2009. Had 33 pounds, 5 ounces, 2 fish to add to that. Here today, 5 pounds, 7 ounces. Going to put you in 20th place, but man, when you're standing here on day 3, when so many pre-tournament favorites have already gone home, you got to be pretty proud.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I didn't know if I'd catch fish when the tournament started. I had one little spot, and I burned it pretty hard yesterday. I knew I was in trouble when I got there this morning. I only had a few bites. Bounced around, had a few more bites, lost a few key fish, but that's the way it goes. Better to have a train wreck on day 3 than on day 1 or day 2, for sure.
Great tournament. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Let's bring up our leader since day number 1 from Florida, Kobe Krieger. Had 45 pounds, 11 ounces as of this morning. Needs 17 even to take the lead. 5:13 to get inside the cut. 3 fish today, 10 pounds, 10 ounces. With 56 pounds of 5 ounces, you move into 8th place. And Kobe, you kind of said it from the start. You never acted like you were, soup. You know what I mean? You said it, every day's changed. Every day's been different. But hopefully it's enough to keep you in this thing.
Well, I doubt if it is. I'll be outside the top 10. I'm pretty sure. But I told my wife, who got to come to the tournament, which usually doesn't come, so it's good I got to lead for a couple of days while she's here and everything. But I told her, I said, heck, what I did the first day looks really good on paper, but it was sort of a struggle. Yesterday I struggled through and caught 20 pounds again, or just about 20 pounds, and today it was a grind and a grind and a grind. And I lost 1 fish that's going to cost me making the cut, but I was fishing up at the tail race, obviously. Everybody knows that. And, it's up there if they're biting, it's really good. And if it's not, obviously you see the color of fish being weighed in today, and I think I was fishing for the wrong color.
Well, congrats on a great tournament.
Yeah, and I like to thank everybody here coming out. It's been a while since we had fans at the tournament, and it's a good deal. And I want to thank Monty Yeager. We stayed down at Waterloo at Waterloo Lodge. Probably one of the best facilities I've ever stayed in at a tournament. My wife even loved it, so she said if I stay in those kind of places, she may come back to the next one.
Well, she's good luck, so I hope to see her a lot more this year. A 5-time Elite Series winner, a former Elite Series Angler of the Year, a former Bass Nation National Champion from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy Brendan Polinick. 38 pounds, 5 ounces. 5 fish here today, looking for 15-14 to get inside the cut. 18 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 6th place with 57 pounds and an ounce. $57 and an ounce. And Brandon, we want you to fish tomorrow, but I think that Chad Pipkins wants you to fish even more because you're pretty good luck for him.
It's a one-way street for sure, but I am good luck for him. I mean, what's crazy is that you guys have seen it the last 3 days on live. This is the first time we fished around each other this year, but it is every single day in practice. Like, we talk every day, multiple times a day, and he will call me or I will call him, and within 30 seconds to 5 minutes of us talking, he will catch a bass in practice. And it has happened 3 days in a row. He's caught 1 over 5 or 1 over 4 the first day and 2 over 5 the last couple days. And it's really cool to see. It's cool to see that he's got a shot to win. He's been one of my best friends since I've been out here. I hope I make it so that I can keep rolling up on him. I'm going to just have to run all the way down to the dam and drive all the way back so he can catch another 5-pounder every time.
Well, that's a good friend.
I mean, I got saved today. I caught, actually, Chad had just left, and just above where he was fishing, I caught a 5.5-pound smallmouth, cold out a 2-pound largemouth, or else I'd be way down there. So we'll see what happens. Be pretty pumped if I got to go out there and fish tomorrow.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Another incredible finish for Brandon Palnick, no matter what way it works out. Let's bring out the 2017 Bass Nation National Champion, Caleb Sumrall. A big day today. Started the day with 33 pounds and 3 ounces. Needs 22.13 to get inside the cut. 20 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 12th place with 53 pounds and 9 ounces just outside of the cut. But do not let that throw any shade on this incredible performance here today and this week. Another big finish for Caleb Sumrall. 20 pounds, 6 ounces on semifinal Monday, giving him 53 pounds and 9 ounces. Man, Caleb, we got to watch you a little bit today. You were having a lot of fun out there.
I really was, man. You know, I told myself coming into this event, I wasn't going to run around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was really going to put my trolling motor down and fish well and fish a lot. Keep my bait in the water and maximize my time fishing. And, you know, I caught fish. I caught a limit early, and it really calmed me down. And, I mean, you saw I was just really, I could pull into an area and trust the decisions that I made. And that's what you have to do in an event like this. You have to trust your decisions, trust your gut. And, you know, I ran my express boats from this ramp to that tail race at that dam. I'm talking, it was sketchy at first, but it was never a fear, never worried at all with that boat and that motor. So I'm just happy to be here on Championship Saturday. I don't think it's going to be enough to go. I don't think it is enough to go. But my wife and kids at home, I love y'all. I'm going to be home very soon. Thank y'all.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A great finish. Let's bring out an Elite Series champion from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. Had 34 pounds, 12 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today. $13 pounds, 10 ounces puts him in 18th place. And, man, a good finish here this week. Lee, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it was weird. You know, I picked up a scum frog and a net bait dagger and went flipping and frogging yesterday and caught a big bag. And that water dropped about that much where I was, and those fish vanished. And the guys that were out on the bars, man, they killed them, and then I didn't adjust and going home.
But the good news is you get paid to go home, and you keep going home on day number 3, and you know this season will work out pretty good when it all shakes out at the end of the year.
Yeah, I'll 50 them to death all day. Big shout out to everybody back home watching, everybody here that showed up. I want to say hi to Taryn, my fiance. Love you. Ready to get back home. Thanks, guys.
Congrats on another great finish. A 2-time Classic qualifier, a 2-time Elite Series bridesmaid from Mississippi, Brock Mosley. 41 pounds and an ounce at the start of the day today. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 14-15 to get inside the cut. 16-12, he's done that so far. In 6th place with 57 pounds, 13 ounces. A great finish once again here for Brock Mosley. So, Brock, another good day today, and inside the top 10 right now. We hope it's enough to stay there till the end of this thing, but a great finish again here this week.
Yeah, you know, I hope I get to go back out there tomorrow. I just never could, get it really going today. I kind of struggled most of the day. I just kept waiting for them to cut on like they have the last couple of days, and other than one little stretch, they never did really do that for me. So I really want to go back out there tomorrow and see if I can figure them out, but it's been a good week, whether I go or not. But I love this place. This place means a lot to me. I fish here a bunch, and one more day here would be a lot of fun for me just to see if I can go out there and figure them out again.
Well, I hope you go tomorrow, but just in case you don't, we have parting gifts for you. Phoenix Boats Big Bass check from our last tournament, a $2,000 bonus. Hold that high. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Take your check home and put that in the back of the Pinto, and we'll, get your Happy Gilmore check. There you go. Speaking of checks, he got a big one at our first event. Elite Series champion, current leader in our Rookie of the Year race from North Carolina, Brian New. Had 38 pounds and 3 ounces as of this morning. 5 here today. 13 pounds, 7 ounces. Moves into 16th place with 51.10. And I know your goal is always to be fishing on the final day. But, man, a great season. You're sitting leading Rookie of the Year. You've already won the elite. You're in 3rd place in Angler of the Year. 3 events into it. Things are going pretty good for Brian New.
Yeah, they've been going good. They didn't go real good today. I made a big rookie move today. I mean, I found a little deal yesterday. I mean, I've been junk fishing all week, but I had a couple places like I could go get a bite. Well, yesterday I found a place and I called them every cast. And they'd stop and I'd leave. 30 minutes later, I'd come back and I'd catch them every cast. And I mean, it was like 2 3/4, 3-2. I mean, I was like, you know, I need to go try to catch a big one. And I just knew that whenever I pulled up there this morning, I was going to catch them. And I was catching them all on the chatterbait pretty much. I mean, I caught some fish cranking and doing some other stuff this week, but mostly on a 3/4 ounce chatterbait. It's got a big blade. It's going to come out later on this year. But I was putting a Zoom Z-Crawl trailer on there. And the whole deal to me with the 3/4 and the big blade was, it wasn't to put more thump out. It was to wind it slower. And, you know, I pulled up on that spot this morning and I made about 20 casts and never had a bite. And I knew that either they're not here or they're not going to bite this chatterbait. So I wanted to do something somewhat similar but more finessey. So I picked up a pulse jig, had a Zoom fluke on the back, and the original fluke, the skinny one. And first cast I caught one, next cast I caught a short, caught another one. I wound up catching 3 and like 2 or 3 shorts. I was like, all right, well, every day it's like been real slow early, and then I'll get it going later in the day. And I said, well, I'm going to come back and I'll catch a few here. And I hit it like 4 or 5 times the rest of the day and never got another bite. But I had another little place where I caught that 5-pounder yesterday. And I think that's the only one I caught there. Well, I pull up over there, and there's a little gravel bar close to it. And I fished, nothing. I picked up a crankbait, fired out there, caught a keeper largemouth. Next cast caught a good smallmouth. And I come back to it later on, and I threw that pulse jig out there on 10-pound line now, and I'm fighting this smallmouth, and it's fighting forever. Digging. It goes under the boat, and I get him up, and like I see that it's in his throat. I said, man, I really probably shouldn't try to boat flip this fish on 10-pound line. As long as I've been fighting him, the teeth have been rubbing against that line. I don't care how good a line you have. Sunline, in my opinion, is the best, but when you got a bait down their throat and it's rubbing, it's going to make it weak. And I tried to boat flip a 4-pound smallmouth, and it got about his head and his gills out of the water, and it broke it off. But, you know, hey, I screwed up. I mean, but it's all right. But right there's my beautiful wife. My aunt and uncle's here somewhere. Chuck, my boy Chuck, I like a dummy, I come up here with an hour and a half to go because everything, like I kind of went practicing, but I really wasn't practicing. I should have went and fished shallow or done something different. And I look over, I said, that's Chuck. So thanks for coming out. I stayed with my friends, Hoyt Tidwell, Melinda Tidwell. They took care of us this week. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here another night, but, you know, good week. And
if you keep talking, we might be here another
maybe.
night.
Well, hey, I'm not in a great mood, so I got to talk and make myself feel a little bit better.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Brian New. A 2-time Bassmaster winner from San Jose, California, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. 35 pounds even to start the day. 4 fish to add that here today. 11-11 gives him 46 pounds, 11 ounces. Puts you in 21st place. And Chris, I got to feel some big momentum built here this week, and I know you're going to build from that.
Yeah, we righted the ship, no doubt, on the season, so that's a positive. And this week started out with a bang. Before all the mud came out of that dam, I was catching some really big smallmouth underneath the dam, throwing a big swim bait. By the time day 2 hit, all that mud came through and just completely destroyed that swim bait bite. So yesterday was a little tougher. Today was even tougher. I had to put the swim bait down, pick up a spinner bait, and I just caught 4. So I really learned a lot about this place. This is my first time here. This is a really, really good lake, and I hope we come back. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Congrats on a big week. Look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Safe travels. Let's bring out a 7-time FLW Tour winner from Clewiston, Florida, Scott Martin. Had 41 pounds, 2 ounces, left the dock in 3rd place this morning. Needs 15.3 to keep his tournament alive and get inside the cut. Unfortunately, too short of a limit here today. 9.6 moves into 17th place with 50 pounds, 8 ounces. And I know that's not the result you wanted, but you don't want to throw any shade on this finish because, I mean, a big finish in an event where really it went so wrong for a lot of anglers.
Yeah, you're right. It was a true blessing. This week started off. I made the first day made a really good decision. Made a really good decision yesterday as well. Starting to understand the lake, and today went out and just got fish behind some people. Didn't make the right decisions, and the fish were biting a little funny today. And I think it was from all the pressure from myself and some of the other anglers. And I really wasn't able to figure out how to get those fish in the boat. I lost a lot of fish today, but again, like you said, good points. You know, at the end of the day, we want to make the Bassmaster Classic, and I'm really excited about being here. It's been awesome on the Bassmaster Elite Tour. I want to say a huge shout out to Skeeter and Yamaha. Love the boat. You know, it's first year I've been running that boat. It's been awesome. And another thing, Favorite rods, Favorite and P-line. I boat swung every single fish this week. I didn't know, obviously can't use nets, but 22 pounds yesterday, boat swung all of them. Boat swung every fish today. Never had a line failure, never had a rod failure. So big shout out to Favorite and P-line. And that's right. So thanks for all the support, guys, and we'll see you. Looking forward to the next one.
Looking forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Let's hear it for Scott Martin, ladies and gentlemen, as he makes... Oh, he's going to hold up some fish. Hold on one second here. Hold it. I worked hard for that bad boy. Let's get a picture. One more time. Let's hear it for Scott Martin. Look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. And let's bring through our next angler from Millville, New Jersey, Gdp Greg De Palma. 31 pounds and an ounce. Start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 5 good ones by the looks of things. Needs a giant day to get inside the cut. Needs 25.4 to get inside the cut. 5 fish for 19 pounds, 12 ounces. In 17th place, a big day today and a big finish inside our top 20. Going to fall outside of the top 10, but a great finish here in the 3rd stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series, the guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at Pickwick Lake. And a great 3rd day here. Big bag of fish, unfortunately outside of the top 10, but man, a top 20, nothing wrong with that.
No, definitely very happy with it. You know, these last 3 days, man, I was going left, right, every which way trying to figure it out. You know, last night I sat down on my Lake Master. I marked some areas where I thought they were going to, and I was actually right. So it was pretty good. Caught all the fish this week on 2 baits, a rattle trap and a Carolina rig. When I can put a Carolina rig in my hand, I feel like I'm pretty dangerous. Besides that, and I got to thank a lot of people. I want to thank Superior Walls. If anybody's in the market for a foundation, definitely check them guys out. Besides that, I got to thank my boys at Susquehanna Fishing Tackle, one of the best tackle stores on the face of the earth. You guys can check them out at sfttackle.com. Besides that, like I said, Humberg, Minn Kota, big player this week. Besides that, I want to thank everybody for coming out and see you guys next time we come back.
Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. A 10-time Classic qualifier, a 3-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 39 pounds and 4 ounces as of this morning. He's got 5 fish, needs 17.1 to get inside the cut, 23.7 to take the lead. 17 pounds, 9 ounces inside the cut in 10th place currently with 56 pounds and 13 ounces sitting in 10th place, not making it any easier on his family, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope it's enough for Kendi to get out there here in his home state and do battle on a very rare Championship Tuesday. And Steve, man, we hope to get you back out there tomorrow, but You're not making it easy on yourself.
I am struggling so bad. I got one spot where I can catch 2 or 3 real quick, and then after that, I'm having to fish for them. And I had a very interesting day. I lost an absolute giant up there behind the dam today in some of the most extreme conditions I've ever seen. I've done that a few times, and it made me nervous. But the first cast, I hooked up, and anyway, epic failure. That's all I can tell you.
You lost it once, but the good news is we relived it dozens of times on Bass Live. You tell me what happened.
That's all I'll ever remember about this tournament, probably. But no, we've been looking at all these big rocks up there behind the dam where the spillways are open, and I couldn't. I hadn't been there all week. Nobody had the cojones to go up there. So today it kind of slacked off a little bit, and I started idling up, and I think they went live to me while I was idling up there just to see the boat ride kind of thing. And I get up there behind the big rock. I think I idled over a tree or two to get there, and anyway, I made one cast, and then the motor hit a rock, so we're bouncing around. So I'm looking for exit strategies here, and all of a sudden I'm hooked up with a 5 or 6 pound smallmouth, and he wrapped around a tree, and I couldn't get back up to him. I kind of got back in the eddy. I broke my trolling motor prop on a rock trying to get back up. So I'm pulling. I got pretty close, but I finally gave up and pulled as hard as I could possibly pull, broke the tree. Had the fish coming, got him all the way to the boat with this much line out, and trying to scoop him. The line broke. The line broke right there at the boat. So agony of defeat. That's all I can tell you. It was epic. I believe it. It was one of those moments I'll never forget. But
well, we'll keep our fingers crossed that you stay in the top 10.
I'll be close. And the good thing is all that is dry land now, so I don't even have to think about going back up there. Thank the Lord.
So it's removed from the game plan.
Yes. And I wanted to say also, I've got a grand slam in the bag here. I've got a smallmouth, a largemouth, a spot, and a meanmouth, all over 3 pounds. So this is a cool place to come fish, dude. There are not many places you can catch all of them.
I thought that was her nickname, to be honest. Sorry. Kendi, that was amazing. Amazing story, and amazing that you kept it together up here. All the way from Richmond, Virginia. Let's hear it for the barrister, Edward Lochren III. I meant that nicely, ma'am. Sorry. I appreciate it. Well, I love you too. 25 pounds and 13 ounces. 5 fish for Ed Lochren here today. 15 pounds and an ounce. Gives him 40 pounds and 14 ounces. And a great finish here again this week for Ed Lochren. Couple of big brown beasts, and smallmouth have been a major player in this tournament. And was it all smallmouth for you this week, or was it a mixed bag, Ed?
No, it was a mixed bag. Those really were the first 2 that I think I've weighed in this week. Just caught them within sight of the ramp here this morning. This was an interesting tournament with the water coming up so much. I had a terrible first day, but the D-bomb, the missile baits D-bomb, bailed me out on the second day of the tournament. I caught every single fish I weighed in on it for an 18-pound bag, squeaked in, and hopefully this 15 pounds will get me a couple additional points and crawl up from 48th where I was, maybe to 45th.
Those points all add up at the end of the season, so a great finish. Congratulations. Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Let's bring out a Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open winner from Tennessee, Skylar Hamilton. Had 29 pounds, 14 ounces this morning. 4 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him some Angler of the Year points. 13 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 25th place with 43.1. £43 and an ounce for Skylar Hamilton. And sitting in 25th place currently. So, Skylar, day 3 appearance, always a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's I'm just fortunate to be here. You know, I lived and died up by the dam the last 2 days, and just wasn't getting a whole lot of bites. I was fortunate enough to catch a big one every day. So, got to say hi to my family back home, my girlfriend. Love you guys. Be home soon, and thanks to this crowd coming out. It's been a great week. Thanks to Bassmaster for pulling us through some tough conditions, and glad it turned out okay.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. A 3-time classic qualifier from Palatka, Florida, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. Had 27 pounds even as of this morning. 5 fish here today, and looks like a good semifinal Monday for Cliff Prince. 16 pounds and an ounce. Moves into 26th place with 43-1. So a good tournament. Cliff, got to be happy with this one.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you always want to win, you know. You're always mad when you don't. But, you know, when you're not really on anything and all the conditions change, you don't really get to practice, you know. You're just glad to come out here with a good finish and a lot of points for the Classic. And look forward to going to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. So it's going to be a good year. Look forward to it. And I want to thank all my sponsors, and I want to thank Gene and Peggy Sue Barnett for taking care of us this week. They fed us all week. I mean, it was awesome. I wish it was that way all the time, but, you know, sometimes we have to stay in a hotel, but, you know, it is what it is.
Always great to have you here.
All right, thank you.
Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. I'm going to give him an opportunity to hold a few fish up, ladies and gentlemen. Get a picture. The groceries all put together, and we'll see you in Orange, Texas. Speaking of Texas, let's bring out a Texas pro. Give me a little love for Randy Sullivan. 31 pounds, 4 ounces for Randy Sullivan. 3 fish here today. 8-1 gives him 39 pounds and 5 ounces. You move into 29th place, and day 3, we're going to have to pay you to leave, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I ran out of junk in my boat to fish with. I mean, I spent all week just not knowing what I was going to do. I was just running around, kind of scratching my head, but thank goodness I had that Lowrance sea map on there. It allowed me to kind of look and go, well, this looks good, this looks good, this looks good, and just hop around and fish. But I had an awesome time. I mean, it shows just how good this fishery is that I was able to just scratch away what I did every day, not knowing really the lake or exactly what was going to happen with the water levels. So other than that, I mean, I can't complain too much about this event. Had a good time and was glad we got to come out here and fish.
Great to have you here. Congrats on a great finish from one Texas pro to another. Our next angler, an Elite Series champion from Temple, Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. Frank Talley took the elite title last year on Lake Gunnersville. Had 27 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 15-10 gives him 43 pounds and an ounce. You move into 26th place. And another great payday for Frank Talley here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. $43 pounds and an ounce, and you know what I love about you, Frank? I love your family, and I love that relationship, but I love the smile that goes on your face every time you hear that from the crowd. It is awesome.
Well, you know, Dave, that's what it's all about, you know, having your family to support you. You know, if they can't make it up here, you know, my beautiful wife made it with me this time. First time all year, so, but, you know, I do it for the family, I do it for the fun and for the fans, you know. The money's irrelevant, and the... yeah.
For those that didn't hear, his wife disagrees. The money is not irrelevant.
Yeah, that's right. Real quick, you guys got a great lake here. I had fun. I just threw around a Strike King 1.5 square bill most of the week, and then swapped up with a 3XD, just fishing current breaks down the main lake. So, yeah, great lake. Had a good time. We'll see you, Sabine.
Look forward to seeing you there. Always great to have you here. A 5-time Classic qualifier from Lake Wiley, South Carolina, Todd Otten. At 29 pounds, 12 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish here today for Todd Otten. Let's get him some points. 11 pounds, 14 ounces. Gives you 41.10. You move into 29th place. And kind of wheels fell off here today, but it's the right day for that to happen.
Yeah, I knew the train was over today. When I had to go fish a lot of new water today because most of my stuff was pretty well going away with the water dropping and everything, and clearing up too. So, it's been fun this week. I've caught all my fish on the chatterbait and a waterwood custom crankbait. And if you ever, you probably never heard of them, but the waterwood custom crankbait, they got a little bait called a baby Bushido, and you have to give it a try. It kind of runs like a shad wrap, but it throws 10 times better. So if you guys get to try that out, and I'd like to say thanks to all my sponsors and my wife that come out to see me today.
I'd like to give it a try. Can you bring me some to the next event?
Yeah, they're about $38 a piece.
Ah, well, they'll see you at the next event. Let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Our next angler, a 2-time Classic qualifier from Texas, Brad Watley. 32 pounds and an ounce as of this morning. Another good day here today. 5 fish here today. 17 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 23rd place with 49 pounds, 7 ounces. Let's hear it for him, Alabama. £49, 7 ounces, and man, you made an awful, where a lot of people would have rolled over after some tough luck the other day, man. You definitely made a lot out of nothing here this week. A great finish.
Yeah, saved some points without a doubt. Run into a little bit of problems yesterday, and I've got to thank Phoenix Boats. I mean, they kept me on the water. I absolutely would have had nothing to fish out of. So they saved this tournament for me. And I did what I like to do. This is an awesome fishery, by the way. It's the first time I've ever been here, but I will be back without a doubt. I cranked all week, just throwing a little 6-foot diving crankbait and using vector hooks, tornado treble hooks, and I only lost 1 fish this week. So, guys, I'm thankful to be here. Y'all are great fans. It's a great place. Take care of it, and can't wait to come back.
Great finish. Congrats on an awesome, awesome rally here this week. Let's bring our next angler through from Alabama. Get loud for Kyle Welcher. Had 29 pounds, 12 ounces as of this morning. And a good day today. 5 fish needs a giant day to get inside the cup, but going to get some rally points here. 24 pounds, 11 ounces. 24-11, and rockets all the way into 13th place with 54 pounds, 7 ounces. Just 2 pounds, 6 ounces short of the top 10, but man, what a day number 3 rally. What did you change? The fish change? What happened out there?
Late in the evening yesterday, I started fishing a little bit shallower than I had been for the first 2 days, because whenever the water came up 6 feet, I kind of felt like the fish weren't going to come with it initially, and then whenever on day 1, they definitely seemed to still be out like in the 6-7 foot range. And then yesterday evening, I got a really good bite up in like 2 feet of water. So this morning, I just started out fishing the way I wanted to, throwing a swim jig and flipping a missile baits D-bomb around, and it seemed like everything I set the hook on was like a 4-pounder or better today. So, we just landed on a group of 4-pounders. My second cast was a 4-pounder. My third cast was a 4-pounder. I picked up a spinnerbait, went to my second spot, like 3 casts was a 4-pounder. So, it was just unreal the way the females had moved up to 2 feet between yesterday and today, because I ran some of the same water where I caught nothing but males and short fish yesterday, but today, every time I got a bite, it was just a dang big one. So I had a lot of fun today. It was one of those days that make you really appreciate why we put all this work in and come out here and bass fish, because it all came together early today, and it was just a blast. And I really wish we could take however many people it takes to let me go fishing tomorrow, because I really want to go back. But I appreciate y'all coming, and I'm glad we saved some points today.
Awesome, awesome performance. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep the noise going for a 12-time Classic qualifier, a former Elite Series champion from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz. 26 pounds, 10 ounces as of this morning. Another good bag of fish here today. 18 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 27th place with 45 pounds and 9 ounces. 45 and 9, and another big finish for the cruise missile here on the Bassmaster Elite Series at the guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite, and nothing wrong with that for a week's work.
Man, I told you I was really nervous yesterday, and I was. I would never have made it here if I didn't make an adjustment yesterday, and I pulled out a crankbait yesterday. It's called a Spro Little John Micro DD. It's 45. It's a little small crankbait, but it runs about 8 or 9 feet. I could not buy a fish. I pulled that out. I caught all 5 of my keepers yesterday on that. So I just totally scrapped everything that I had been doing the last 2 days, and went to new water and put a Missile Baits D-bomb in my hand. The 3 of my 5 came on the Missile Baits D-bomb, black neon color, half-ounce weight, cash and flipping stick, 22-pound sunline shooter, and just cracking them. I've caught a few on a chatterbait as well. But just fishing new water after about the 3rd bite, kind of started knowing what to look for, and man, just had a really fun day out there. This place is a lot of fun, and as we talked about yesterday, a lot of history here for me personally, and I just think it's a really neat place to fish, and I really like Florence, the town. It's a really nice town, so if anybody's watching out there, you may want to come down here and go fishing at Lake Pickwick.
An amazing part of the world, another amazing finish for John Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, all the way from Okeechobee, Florida, Kyle Monty. At 31 pounds and 6 ounces, 3 fish to add to that here today. Three fish for 10 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 41 pounds, 11 ounces, puts you in 32nd place. Taking deep in that Abu Garcia weigh-in bag. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, want to thank the great folks of Florence, Alabama for being our host, but the great Bassmaster fans for coming out here on a very rare semi-final Monday. And Kyle, a good tournament, a good finish, but it kind of feels like maybe it was moving away from you because day number 1 was your best day of the event, I believe.
Yeah, and I caught most of the fish on day number 1 on one spot, and then I kind of expanded on that yesterday and thought I could continue that today, and that's what I did. I tried to expand on that, and it just, sometimes that happens with fishing. It was just one of those days where nothing seemed to go right, but I am thankful to make the cut. I've had two pretty tough finishes on the first 2 events, so I needed to get things back on track, and I feel like I could do that the rest of the year if everything works out.
Great tournament. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. Sabine River ahead, and we look forward to seeing everybody at that event. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, and bring out an Elite Series rookie from Georgia, Mark Frazier. Mark Frazier had 30 pounds and 7 ounces. 5 fish here today. 18 pounds even. Gives him 48 pounds and 7 ounces, and moving to 25th place. And another big payday for the former San Francisco Giants draft pick. Mark, a great finish here on a tournament that, it's got to feel a little sweeter. Obviously you get to share your experience here in the Elite Series with your brother, who's been here for a few years. This is your first year, but it's got to be a little sweeter when you make the cut. And I know you want your brother to make it, but you always kind of want to beat him, don't you?
It is really sweet to be here. I'm real thankful. I caught all my fish today on a spot that I found yesterday, and it's a really special spot. I hate that I don't get to go out there tomorrow because I caught a lot of fish today. Caught them all on a half-ounce greenfish tackle spinnerbait. I mean, that's all I got. Thank y'all for coming.
We appreciate that, and we appreciate having you here. We look forward to seeing you the next one. One of the most feared names in professional bass fishing from Park Hill, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. $31 pounds and 5 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that. 14 pounds, 13 ounces, moves into 28th place currently with 46 pounds, 2 ounces. And you got to be happy with this finish this week, Jason.
I am happy. It was a grind for me. It looks a lot better on paper. Fortunate to make the cut. I came back up here the first day with 1 fish and caught 4 in the last hour, and that's how it's been every day since then. I run down to the dam thinking that I'm going to try something different. I have to come back up here to catch some. So this lake is... Do I know you? I lost my train of thought there.
I think she'd like to know you.
This lake is a lot different than most lakes. Usually it gets muddy, it comes up, these fish go to the bank, they get out of current, and then they just don't do that here. It frustrated me, so I got out in the current and put the force down and ate some current up and got me a check.
Great finish, and it's always great to have you here. Let's hear it for Jason Christie. Let's bring out an Elite Series champion and a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from Georgia, Drew Benton. At 25 pounds and 5 ounces as of this morning. 4 fish to add to that here today. $13 pounds, 14 ounces, gives him 39 pounds, 3 ounces. You move into 38th place. Well, Drew, last time I saw you, you were sweating it out, wondering whether you were going to make the cut line. Well, you did it here again this week, and that's always the goal.
It is. You know, it was a scramble week with the weather that moved in and all the crazy water fluctuations. So I was thankful to make the cut after everything changed, and we just scrambled around and somehow squeaked in there today. I ran way down the lake and tried to find that one magic cast that everybody's talking about, catching all these fish cranking, and never did it. Did it till about noon and ran back up here and caught those 4 and wish I'd have stayed up here all day. But you live and you learn. We'll take the points and go on to the next one. And if you haven't checked it out yet, check out our Cut Line YouTube series. It's a little bit of behind the scenes of what we live on the road doing this, living this dream. So, and this is a part of it, just sweating it out, living on the Cut Line. So I appreciate everybody for coming out, and we'll take it on to the next one.
Always great to have you here. Let's bring out a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Brandon Card. At 26 pounds even as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today as we wind down our day number 3 weigh-in. Just a few anglers left to weigh in, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for being here. Had 26 even this morning. 21 pounds, 3 ounces. 21-3 and rockets all the way up to 27th place with 47 pounds and 3 ounces. What a day here on semifinal Monday at the guaranteed rate of Bassmaster Elite. A couple of big brown beasts, and we're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats, a big bass. I don't know what's going to take over big bass, but it is a giant Tennessee River smallmouth. 6 pounds, 5 ounces, a giant smallmouth. Anywhere you go, and a welcome addition to the bag here today.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's been a crazy week. The first day I was catching them cranking, but I was catching pretty much all largemouth. Went back up there yesterday, couldn't even get a bite up there, and then today I tried it again, and the smallmouth had moved in where the largemouth were. So that's just the cool thing about Pickwick is that all 3 species are really plentiful here. There's big largemouth, big smallmouth, and spots. It's just a really fun fishery. But just had a blast catching those smallmouth today. I was fishing a little bit shallower than the other guys that were up there. You know, I was fishing up there below the tail race, and I was just cranking for the most part and just covering lots of water. And man, when that big smallmouth hit, the fight was on in that current. It was a blast. But put a lot of hours on the Suzuki this week. You know, I found fish all the way in Yellow Creek, and then up here at the dam. So you know, this lake is full of fish, and I appreciate all y'all that came out. Thank y'all.
Let's hear it for him. A 9-time Classic qualifier, a former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Herron. Had 32 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. It looks like 5 good ones. 17 pounds, 8 ounces. Puts him in 21st place with 50 pounds, 6 ounces. 50 pounds and 6 ounces for Skeeter Yamaha Pro Matt Herron. Matt, first of all, congrats on a big week this week, and also congratulations on a milestone that I missed at our last event, past the $1 million mark in earnings, the newest member of the Bassmaster Millionaires Club. Let's hear it for him. And so congratulations on both fronts. A good week here this week.
You know, thank you. I had a ball this week. I got to do what I love to do. I put a Kistler flipping stick in my hands, and I fished shallow, power fished all week long. And the fish are moving so much right now. The current's changing every day. The water's coming up. They want to come shallow, but the TVA started sucking it back down a little bit. We got some more rain forecast. So it was literally, Wes Logan's coming up behind me, and he was literally 100 yards from me. Lee Livesey and I both cracked them yesterday, and 100 yards away today, Wes is cracking. So we chased them. I run that Yamaha everywhere, and just had a ball. Anytime I get to power fish, I have a ball. So it's enjoyable. Look forward to seeing everybody at the next one.
Let's hear it for Matt Herron, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to hold it against you for spoiling the surprise. But from Springville, Alabama, the little ball of hate, Wes Logan. 32 pounds, 5 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish here today. Needs 24.8 to get inside the top 10. An incredible tournament, whatever way. 20 pounds, 9 ounces. 52 pounds and 14 ounces. And Wes Logan moves into 16th place currently. Wes just outside the top 10 here this week, but man, you got to be happy. Had a good week, and when you look, you don't have to look any further than your roommate Justin Atkins to see how wrong things can go for an angler here, even if they do understand this fishery.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said yesterday, I got real fortunate, and I was literally just fishing down a little bluff bank, and I kind of looked out and I could see a current scene. And I just picked up a little crankbait, and the first cast I threw out there, I caught one, then caught another one, and for an hour and a half, I just caught them every cast. And you know, when I got back, I sat down and I went to move somewhere else. I could see on my Humminbird Lake Master, if I'd have been paying attention, I mean, it clearly shows the vein, rock vein coming out. So I mean, that's a good thing about the Humminbird. And another thing with the Lake Masters, during practice, when the lake was 4 foot low, you can do the lake offset and have it 4 foot low, and you can actually see where you can run and be safe and all that kind of stuff. But today I started on that bar and caught about 14 pounds, caught that big smallmouth, and I was like, I'm just going to go swinging. I'm going to go fish like I like to do. I went and flipped the Z-crawl around, and I just caught them. I caught them all day long everywhere I went. I caught more 3-pounders than I could count. I mean, it was just a good day. I knew I needed 2 more big bites, and I just didn't get them. I'm really blessed to be here, and we're going to the Sabine, so I tried to soak up all those good fish we caught today. But we'll see if we can get them there, and appreciate everybody.
A great finish. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Represents this great state all year long. Our next angler, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from Georgia, Drew Cook. 29 pounds, 11 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. 18 pounds, 4 ounces, gives him 47 pounds, 15 ounces, and he moves into 29th place currently. Another incredible tournament for Drew Cook. Another incredible tournament, but a little bit more incredible for you on day 2 and day 3. We have to fix this. Do you not work hard enough during pre-fish? Because it seems like your pre-fish really goes good on day 1, and then day 2 you figure it all out, and day 3 it gets scary. But if day 1 never happened, you'd win every day 4.
That is true, but do I work hard in pre-fish? Yes, I do. I feel like I work harder than anyone else, but I feel like we all should feel like that. If you don't, you probably shouldn't be here. But this week, I mean, I can't really explain to you what happened day 1. I fished the same exact area where I caught that bag and the day 1 bag, and they just didn't bite. And maybe if I'd have stayed there a little bit longer, you could have figured it out. But I didn't. I thought the fish were still moving up shallow and all that stuff. So I run around all over the place. But if you want to see how we practice during a tournament, check it out on YouTube on our cut line. But I figured it out yesterday morning. I'm starting to throw a Spro Little John MD, the Type R. It's a really loud, rattling version of the MD, and I feel like they hadn't seen it much. And I caught probably 50 yesterday and 30 or so today on it. I mean, I caught that bag within the first 20 minutes of fishing. I really thought it was going to be game on, but I appreciate everybody coming, everybody watching at home. We'll see y'all in Orange, Texas.
For the record, that was a joke. I know you work hard. He's an incredible pro, and that comeback every tournament shows just how incredible he is. Let's bring a 2-time Classic qualifier from North Carolina, Shane Lehu. The Baby Shark had 31 pounds, 14 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. 14 pounds and an ounce gives him 45 pounds, 15 ounces, and you move into 33rd place. And anytime you're in the top 50, you've done your job here in the Elite Series.
Yeah, it was a tougher day for me today. I was, kind of excited. I had one little gravel bar that there was a ton of fish on, but today there was a lot of little ones for whatever reason. And so I fished that for a while, and then I just went and practiced trying to find some big ones. There's a lot of guys smashing 20 pounds, and I knew I needed, one of those 20 to 25 pound days to make it to tomorrow. But I had a blast out here on Pickwick. If you guys haven't checked out the Abu Garcia Revo ALF, it's a new reel from Abu Garcia, and I was throwing a 6-4-1, and I could bomb a little crankbait. I was throwing a little bad shad, Berkeley digger, and a Berkeley square bowl, just cranking down those gravel bars like a lot of guys are with a 7.6 Veritas PLX. That's a new rod from Abu Garcia as well. They made the old Veritas lighter and stronger. And like I said, I was taking a size 5 bad shad and bombing it a long ways. I had to stay away off those fish. So I had a blast here at Pickwick, and we'll move on to the next one and hopefully gain some ground on some points.
Great finish. Congratulations. A 7-time Classic qualifier, a 3-time U.S. Open champion from Payson, Arizona, Clifford Perch. Had 26 pounds and 3 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. Five fish for 14 pounds and an ounce gives him 40 pounds, 4 ounces. You move into 42nd place currently. And another top 50 finish for Clifford Perch here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. $40 pounds and 4 ounces. So not a bad finish, man. Anytime you're in top 50, when you look at that leaderboard and how many people did not make it out there today, got to be happy with this one.
Yeah, it's a real blessing that I even got to go today. I just had a blast. I didn't do very good the first day, and I was just super thankful to be able to go fishing today. I had so much fun fishing. It's a great place to fish. I dreamed of doing this when I was little, and I still get to do it. I love it. And I got to thank the folks at Phoenix Boats. And I run an awesome Suzuki outboard. And like I said, I dreamed as a kindergartner that I'd be driving a boat like that. So I really had a good time. I caught most of my fish this week just shallow cranking and throwing a chatterbait. Did catch a couple glide bait fish, but I caught almost all of them using my Lowrance active target. It's really fun. You're seeing those fish out in front of you, making the perfect cast, and I'm kind of bummed that I'm done. But I really, like I said, I had no business being in this top 50 and slid in here. So again, just a great time. Thank you guys for coming. I had a blast.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. A two-time Classic qualifier, the 2019 Winyah Bay Elite Series champion from Benton, Arkansas, Stetson Blaylock. Stetson Blaylock had 31 pounds, 15 ounces. 3 fish here today. 10 pounds and an ounce gives him 42 pounds even. You move into 39th place. And as you've heard me say, another great payday. Anytime you're here on day 3, it's a good deal.
Yeah, absolutely. With the way the water came up, it was anybody's game, and I don't want to say that I'm just happy to be here, but made the adjustments the last 2 days. Today was just a grind. I caught plenty of fish, but just couldn't find the right ones. I feel like they bit okay. Obviously, a lot of guys caught them today, but that's how fishing is. Some days you make the wrong decisions, and today I just didn't get it done. But happy with another top 50, making those cuts. To me, I kind of measure success a little different than some guys. I love to win, but making top 50s is where it's at. So I'm happy with it.
A great finish. We look forward to seeing you in Orange, Texas. Let's bring out another two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Colgate, Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. 31 pounds, 2 ounces for Luke Palmer at the start of the day today. 4 fish to add to that here today. 4 fish for 10-1 gives him 41 pounds, 3 ounces. You move into 42nd place, and another good payday, so it'll keep things going.
It's I need to get the cojones back after that last one at Knoxville. It stuck it to me pretty good, but I actually only had one stretch this week I'd found, and it really wasn't even something I found. It's something I found in pre-practice and came up, and I stuck it out there for 3 days, and I stuck it till 11 today, and I just didn't ever get a good bite to kind of bump me up a little bit, but I knew I wasn't on a big sack, so I need to go do something different, and I did, and I got burned. But it's going to happen. I ran that boat up and down, ran 23 and a half gallons every single day when I fill up, so I'm consistent with running my boat, but just not catching fish. But glad to see the crowd back out here, and we'll see y'all at Sabine.
Finished on the right half of the field, so great to have you here as always. A two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Schreich. Had 30 pounds and 5 ounces as of this morning. 4 fish here today. 14 pounds, 4 ounces gives him 44 pounds and 9 ounces. Puts you in 35th place, and he's going to leave here with another good payday on the Bassmaster Elite Series. And shared a very valuable lesson in perspective yesterday on the stage, and I thank you for that, Hunter. But got to be happy with the way things worked out here. Obviously, with we talked about yesterday, that is true perspective in life, and thank you for sharing that with everybody here yesterday. But a good finish.
Yeah, it was. You're gonna hear it over and over again, and I'm the last guy to weigh in, so that's cool. But 1:30 today, I only had 0 fish, so none, zilch, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have my wife pick me up at the back ramp so I can get out of here. And then I figured out a little deal, so I kind of got to leave here. Wherever that current was, I could throw a bladed jig and catch a fish, and dumped a good one at the end of the day, but salvaged the day again. Day 2, ran up to the dam, got, I want to say lucky, fortunate. Day 1, caught him throwing a Abu Garcia winch rod back in the flats in the shallows. So every day, the same thing that happened was I threw the winch rod, the winch series, which was the best thing for me, and I kept it in my hands all week, but caught him from the dam down to Bear Creek, and these guys are going to catch him tomorrow.
A great tournament for you. Congratulations, and always great to see you. We can't wait to see you in Orange, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, that officially ends our day 3 weigh-in. 1 day left and 10 anglers shooting it out. Here is your top 10. We have a two-way tie at the top of the leaderboard. Two anglers who have desperately wanted that Elite Series title for years and years. Bill Lowen and Chad Pipkins tied with 62 pounds 10 ounces. Right behind him, trying to back up Canada's win at our last event, become the third Canadian Elite Series champion, Corey Johnston, with 59 pounds and an ounce, followed by another guy trying to find his first Elite Series win, Tyler Rivette. In fifth place, our reigning Bassmaster Classic champion, Hank Cherry. In sixth place, Brock Mosley. In seventh place, Brandon Palnick. In eighth place, Brian Schmidt. In ninth, Buddy Gross. And rounding out our top 10, he thought he was out, but we pulled him back in, Steve Kennedy in 10th place. We started with 100, cut it down to 50. Now only 10 remain. Coverage kicks off at 8 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Follow the action all day long. Bass Live on the Fox Sports app and Bassmaster.com.